Yes, it's a skeeby.
Devourer of words on this Thursday to bring a book list of some of the most outlandish ways in which humanity has been shitty to each other. This is not to titillate, it's more of an understanding of who I am personality wise. That means I do have that morbid curiosity, but also a bleeding heart. Just a reminder, even though this is true crime, these are real people, meaning real victims. Rarely do they get the support, justice, or voice that they deserve. Meaning this list is more about the audacity and the many creative ways people have come up with being a monster. Starting off with an international tale, this is a true story about North Korea's dictators, their fascination with cinema, and their plot to kidnap a famous actress and then her ex husband and force them to make propaganda films. Up next, we have a book about how European and American scientists and anthropologists took over the Amazon, specifically the horrific things they did to the Yanomami people. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Definitely with all these books, check your trigger warnings, but especially with this one, there's just a lot of horrible things that goes on in the Amazon. Back to the US and more about property theft. We have this nonfiction book, The Map Thief, talking about a scandal that rocked the map dealing market. This book, I love it. It defies all genres. And while it is about a certain taxonomist, there is parts of the book that will leave you shocked and thinking, did he do it? Did he get away with it? Or are we looking too much into it? And I think the answer is yes, yes, and no. I got two more modern crimes. This one is Elizabeth Holmes, or as my mom brain likes to keep on renaming her, Elizabeth Thanos. This is the true story about how a silicone startup company fooled us all. And by us all, I mean rich people. And finally, we have My Friend Anna, written by one of her friends who, if you read the book, also sees herself as a victim and eventually turned witness against Anna. If you haven't seen the Netflix show, if you haven't seen any of the news stories, if you haven't seen the Instagram account, and if you haven't seen what she's been doing since her release, you're missing out because it's truly audacious, 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 audacious. And then just a little tidbit here, mixing in that real housewife love that I have to the bottom of my soul, that the fact that Elizabeth Holmes and Jen Shaw are both the same federal prison, I can only imagine the conversation.